Welcome to Chips and Dip, where double dipping is always okay. Continuing our series proving the Marvel Rivals multiverse saga is far better than the MCU multiverse saga. Well, that's not hard. You know what? Marvel Rivals is better than Everything Everywhere All at Once. Marvel Rivals is better than No Way Home. Marvel Rivals is better than Across the Spider-Verse. Whoa, let's slow down here. Maybe not that good, but do know is Marvel Rivals is the multiverse saga we deserve. And definitely way better than Spider-Man No Way Home. Okay. Seriously, all jokes aside, the story they're weaving together is downright impressive and can easily be put in the top 10 Marvel movies. You know, pretty much anything outside the comic. There's no story that better exemplifies this as Wanda Maximoff's story arc in Marvel Rivals, which starts with Wanda's POV hero story and progresses on in multiple other character stories. It's wild, so good. Without further ado, let's get into it. For eons, she was determined to bear the weight of her universe alone, just barely keeping the threads of her dying universe together in solitude. But all that changes when she receives a fortuitous encounter with a Doctor Strange from another reality, whose alliance may be mutually beneficial and be the key to restoring her reality. Deep in meditation, Wanda probes the weave of the time stream for potential threats. There were dark gods out there seeking to destroy her reality, if only to increase their power. Instead, she discovers a distress message from a Doctor Strange lost in a time stream prison. Her Doctor Strange, along with far too many masters of the mystical arts, died in the first Demon Wars when a portal opened up over Las Vegas and demons decimated the world. Wanda hesitates to free Strange from his prison, but when he name drops the Darkhold, Wanda's attention is piqued. She's heard of the Darkhold, though it hasn't existed for many centuries in her reality. This book could be useful. Before she agrees to anything, she must first know what Dracula's up to, and what the Darkhold has to do with any of it. Strange deflects, but Wanda won't let it go. The Darkhold will allow vampires to walk in the daylight, Strange reveals. Because even if the world is stuck in eternal night under Dracula's blood moon, the sun will always find a way to rise again. Wanda agrees. Wanda will release him from his time stream prison, and although it won't be easy, she will do it. Strange warns her of greater wars on the horizon beyond anything she can comprehend, and she could comprehend a lot. She's seen a lot of things. She is shocked the TE event could affect her reality, and without her knowing it, she has spent far too long in solitude, and it's time for her to take an active role in the wars to come. It is time I took a more active role in the battles critical to the survival of my reality. I've been leaning too heavily on useful loose cannons, she said. Real quick, I feel like this is kind of a little jab or reference to the kind of wishy-washy story arc that Wanda has in the MCU, or she's had multiple retcons in the comics, so I don't know, I just feel like the line's kind of like, ooh, useful loose cannon, you know, cannons, okay. Wanda agrees to join the fight against the forces of Dracula, only if Strange agrees to help her save her universe too. He agrees. Then, immediately after, she considers the knowledge and power available if she can possess the Darkhold. You see, Wanda didn't want to let on how much she knew of the Darkhold. It contains the very power she needs to destroy the forces of magical entropy that plagues her reality and end the endless wars between gods and immortals. Surely Strange would see the truth of it, and if not, Wanda Maximoff will do whatever it takes to finally restore her dying universe. The Scarlet Witch, Sorcerer Supreme, will do as she must. That brings us to MAGIK, Limbo Border. We continue progressing Wanda's story through MAGIK's hero story. In the accursed realm, Limbo, sinister demons bow to their returned queen, the only one who holds true power in Limbo. The demon queen Ilyana Rasputin, sweet sister to Colossus, a right-up Russian lass, or simply known as MAGIK, Queen of Demons. Enter Wanda Maximoff, the sorceress Scarlet Witch, where Wanda has found new purpose in putting together a team. Here in Limbo, she was merely an honored guest, and Wanda shouldn't have asked for the Queen of Demons' soul magic. The Scarlet Witch is not welcome here. MAGIK won't risk her soul magic by allying with a Scarlet Witch. MAGIK is pissed. The low growl of a dark god ruptures the space between the two sorcerers. The horrific sound is coming from MAGIK. Her eyes of molten demon fire, great ebony horns burst from her forehead. A terrible demon tail slithers out of her backbone. Claws, sharp teeth, eldritch armor. The once human-looking queen of Limbo transforms into the demon demigod Darkchild. A large pointed buster sword materializes in her clenched fists, the blade singing with maddening high-pitched wails, surging with horrible soul energy. The blade at the throat of the Scarlet Witch. MAGIK is fucking metal. MAGIK's power. Magic's power reigns supreme, and with her demon army at her side, she may just have a chance. Red boiling chaos energy eddies around Wanda's fingertips. "Put down the sword, darling," a gruff voice says from behind. "The Wolverine!" That's right, as I live and breathe, let's fucking go! Wolverine de-escalates the situation. He's known Magik since she was just a little girl, before she became queen, before she came to rule Limbo, before she fought wars of gods and monsters. It's no coincidence Wolverine is here. He's on a search and rescue for a lost mutant displaced by the TE, and the heroes waste no time teaming up because an innocent needs saving. And then they go on a little adventure, and it's just like, oh man, it doesn't really matter. All you need to know, through the power of newfound friendship, they save an innocent. Then Wolverine plants a seed, sprouts into a mystical, twisting vine door, crackling with strange energy, a portal to the mutant safe haven, Krakoa. "Well, you coming or not, Rasputin?" Magik hesitates here. There are still other wars to fight, she thinks, but inspired by Wanda's words and actions, she wants to stop fighting for personal desires and fight for something greater. Fight to save not just her realm, but for every realm with living beings in it. She can't just be a one-act queen anymore. Magik will join only if Wanda can come too, she says. With a twist and a flick of chaos magic, Wanda is allowed through the portal to Krakoa. "You want chaos, Wanda?" muttered Wolverine. "Just wait till Magneto gets a look at you." You see, the magical tree portal thing to Krakoa, it only allows mutants to pass through, and Wanda is a witch. Technically a next entity called the Scarlet Witch, and she was touched by Chthon, and it was a whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, she's just not a mutant anymore. Marvel Rivals does something really cool here. Paralleling Wanda and Magik's character journey, I mean, they kind of go both the same thing, being these loners, fighting for their universe, or their realms, and then they, by the end of it, they, realize this bigger picture and want to join forces and put trust in others, and team up, and it's really cool. We'll see this kind of parallel continue in the next Magneto, Trial of Magneto. We find the mutant island of Krakoa displaced in time, along with all the mutants on it. Mutants are scattered across the time stream. In light of the new catastrophe ravaging the mutant population, Magneto has finally decided to end his self-imposed war against humanity and put all his resources into rescuing lost mutants. Magneto and Storm peer over the growing safe haven, where on one hand a great dream was achieved, a safe place for all mutant kind, while on the other, mutant kind was entering a whole new type of catastrophe, hitherto unknown. As they ponder, enter the Wolverine, Magik, America Chavez, and Magneto gasps. Her every step stirred ripples across his memory, for he had been there when she had taken her very first ones. Wanda glides over to Magneto, slowly removing his helmet, a thing only an insane person would do with a death wish by magic metal penetration immediately, unless you're the Scarlet Witch, of course. Magneto stood silent, solid as steel. Wanda stands up on her tippy toes and gives him a gentle, daughterly kiss. All Magneto can muster is, how can this be? Up until now, Wanda's tone has been playful and even quippy. "Read the room, Wanda." Wanda reads the room and apologizes, realizing the Magneto of this world must have lost his daughter long ago due to his reaction. "This must be difficult," Wanda says. Quite the opposite. And we get this amazing moment of a father receiving the gift of hearing and seeing his long deceased daughter again. I'll let Magneto tell it. To see your face again, to hear your voice, to know that somewhere in the vast multiverse there exists a version of you that thrives. It is all any father ever wants. Quite the opposite of thriving, Wanda admits, holding the threads of her universe together alone for far too long. "I truly believed I was its only hope." "Like father, like daughter," chuckled Wolverine. Wanda shares her recent epiphany and personal paradigm shift. "We must stop fighting our own wars and band together, fight together. It's our only chance to keep the universes intact." And Magneto's immediate reaction is isolationism, only giving help to mutant kind in order to protect his people. But he pauses. He considers his daughter's words and finds himself moved by them and sees the right of it. He declares an alliance is in order with the heroes outside of Krakoa, the humans, but it must be a mutually beneficial one. And then Magneto begins pulling scrap metal across the beaches of Krakoa and builds a freaking Cerebro. Yes, he uses powers to build a complex futuristic device with his powers of magnetism.
Stark was able to build this in a cave! The box of scraps!
Then Wanda supercharges Cerebro, infusing it with chaos magic, so now it will be able to detect any mutant lost across the realities. But for now, Wanda Maximoff must cross the threshold between realities to make allies and join forces with those like her for a greater purpose. This is the only way they save the universes, and Wanda will cease to be alone. So good! I mean, Wanda's kind of like she's like a Nick Fury over here, collecting all these heroes. It's freaking awesome. And so that's Act 1 of Wanda Maximoff's story, and I'm calling it Act 1 because this is the first of 3 stories to be published by Marvel Rivals, but also in terms of story structure. What do I mean by that? Let's take out our handy dandy traceable hero journeys chart. And Wanda's story arc, played across multiple stories, fits perfectly into the first act slice. We first meet Wanda alone on a dead Earth, alone in a dying universe, alone keeping her reality together. This is her ordinary world. Enter Doctor Strange, almost as a mentor, gives Wanda a peek into the larger universe, the multiverse, time stream entanglement, Dracula, Doom, the potential death of everything. He calls her to action, stop fighting for herself, and to fight for a greater purpose. Put together a team of remarkable individuals, fight wars to come. She literally crosses multiple thresholds, into Limbo, into Krakoa, and in classic mythological hero fashion, gather friends and allies along the way, inspiring others all the while. Wanda truly crosses the threshold into the unknown when she arrives on Krakoa, forging an alliance between the X-Men and humans. Now that she has an army, she's brought people together for the greater good. She officially has the means to influence the larger conflicts on the horizon, and we're definitely gonna see that, and I'm freaking excited. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. We'll see these wars in the future. I think alliances will start to shift depending on how the Marvel Rivals story evolves. Maybe Wanda ultimately sides with Doom, just like in the comic. Though Wanda was brain swiped, but still, she stayed with Doom even after getting her memories back. But none of that matters. What matters is we have tons of rumors Wanda and RDJ Dr. Doom will be working together in a relationship for Doomsday and Secret Wars in the MCU. They will be allies. But the reason I believe this will happen in Marvel Rivals is because what we see happen at the end of Wanda's hero story. Wanda will do whatever it takes to restore her rotting reality. Even if she has to take out Doctor Strange, she will do what she must. And what if the heroes can only save a few universes? You know, the whole reality's dying and they can only save it bits and pieces. You know, exactly like Battleworld. Okay, her dying universe doesn't make the cut. There's so many other thriving ones out there that have, but Doom can save her universe, restore it, and he will, if only she would help him obtain the power to do so by his side. I'll end with this. My favorite moment. We see 2 godlike beings be brought down to human level. They stop being Magneto, master of magnetism, and the Scarlet Witch. They are beautifully just a father and a daughter for one beautiful moment. What would you call that? There's a name. It's on the tip of my tongue, the name. Some scholarly, academic, literary term, you know, some university, whatever. Oh, that's right. Good storytelling! Seriously, Phase 4 has been booty. Oh god, the multiverse of madness. And oh god, quantum mania. Oh god, Shang-Chi. Wait, Shang-Chi was good. I don't care.
Get that card out of my face!
Yeah, that's the stuff.